Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at
Very funny gentleman coming to stage now. This guy originally from Iowa. Look for him in the new Pee Wee Herman movie coming out. He's got a scene in that. Please welcome Tim Pingel.
Thanks everybody for showing up. A lot of folks came. That's really cool. Before I get rolling, I just want you guys to know I recently read an article online that said 9 out of 10 folks stereotype someone racially right when they get their first look at them. So I suppose most of you are looking up here and going, well, here comes another white bread, gas huffing, NASCAR watching redneck from the boondocks. Now I just want any of you who are making that assumption to know something. In fact, you have pinned the tail right on this honky. Give yourselves a hand. And as far as huffing gas goes, don't knock that shit till you try it. Right? Last time I bought a gallon of cheap vodka, it was like 23 bucks. Chevron's got gas going for under $4 right now. I am a white guy from Iowa. And I grew up doing typical boring white guy in Iowa stuff. I grew a lot of corn, raised a lot of hogs, and I built a lot of meth labs. Yeah, and that isn't easy, actually. Manufacturing meth and not blowing yourself up is actually an impressive accomplishment. Iowa is a very progressive state. A lot of people don't know this. Very intelligent state. We're number one in graduation rates. We're number one in literacy rates. I think what I'm trying to say is we're the smartest rednecks in the country. But as white as I am, you guys might be surprised to know I'm only half white. And I learned this in elementary school in Iowa. We had show and tell day where it was Heritage Day, and you bring in your parents to share with everybody else in the class where your family immigrated from. My mom was nice enough to show up, although she was wasted and by herself. And she revealed to the class before she made it to the podium that I was half white and half trash. Turns out, on my white side, I'm half German and half misbegotten. And on my trash side, I am a partially eaten ketchup sandwich and a half a glass of Tang. The math is getting confusing, so I'm thinking about becoming transracial, since Rachel Dolezal, is that her name, has introduced that as socially acceptable. So I would just like to be identified from here on out as a full Braunschweiger sandwich with no mustard. Actually, if you can picture me like sitting or leaning against like a 1985 worn out Trans Am, sitting on cinder blocks, eating a Spam sandwich, pounding some warm Kool-Aid, you're either really good at buying this racial profiling thing on me, or you're the photographer who took my senior pictures in high school. But I do have a little bit of Jewish in me, because I got into a fight with this Jewish kid when I was like 13, and I still have one of his teeth lodged in my knuckle. Right? I'm not trying to imply I won that fight, because I didn't. We were going at it really good, actually. And right after I hit him, he reached in his pocket and he pulled his wallet, and the son of a bitch paid me to take a dive. I had to take that shit. I dropped like the Dow Jones Industrial on Black Tuesday. That's a Great Depression joke, everybody. You know, being poor is tough because you grow up, you don't want to be a criminal, but you don't have much. You have to learn how to be resourceful. And there's a fine line between stealing and capitalism when you're poor. I had to learn that. Like, sir, if you steal candy from a baby, you would be a thief, right? And if he stole her purse, he should be in jail. But if this guy illegally hooks up his Time Warner cable, I'm going to buy a 30-pack, go to his house and watch the game. I was having a poor white people problem the other day. I went out to eat. I was minding my own business, reading the paper that I swiped off my neighbor's lawn. But we have an arrangement. I steal his paper and he doesn't know. It's a good deal. For me, it's a good deal. But so I'm eating, I'm reading the paper. The manager comes up and says, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave." And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, "You have to be a guest of this hotel to eat the free continental breakfast."
I recently got one of those red light camera tickets, and if you haven't got one of those, well, congratulations, because they're like $700. The way this works is they take a lot of pictures, a lot of photographic evidence, so it's very difficult to plead not guilty, and they project the main picture up on a screen of the cab of the truck. And the judge sees it's you, and he asks you, "Hey, is that you driving the car?" And I said, "Well, that's definitely me in the cab, but I would argue that the girl giving me roadhead is driving the car. She's at least steering it, her arms on the steering wheel at the time of the infraction." I lost that case.
I had some problems with the state of California recently. I was driving down Santa Monica Boulevard, minding my own business, smoking a bowl, and I got pulled over apparently for illegally displayed license plates. I guess it's against the law to display them in the glove box. Can't do that. And then I was arrested for having celebrity memorabilia in the glove box. It was just a little tiny bit, just a little vat of David Arquette's cocaine was in there. I ate it for that. So, the state of California ordered me into AA. I've been going with Robert Blake. I'm trying to get him to do my podcast, but he carries a gun in his boot. I don't even know where I live.
So, you know, there was a crazy thing, another crazy thing, a weird thing actually I was reading online is that there's a lot of debate about gay marriage. But did you know this? It's legal to marry your cousin in 30 states. Right? That's fucking weird. And I'm not hung up telling you I got a smoking hot cousin with a really nice body, but I didn't ask her to marry me after we consummated the relationship. That would have been weird. Who gets married when they're 13? Shit. I don't get that. And I get it, y'all don't want to fuck your cousin. I get that. A lot of people have intimacy issues. I was on my way over here. You guys seen that little green man? You come off the thoroughfare, it says, "Slow down, drive like your kids live here." You seen that? I have been a member of the Screen Actors Guild for 15 years. If you want me to act like my kids live there, you're going to have to pay me SAG scale plus 20%. And I drive by every day at 5, so we'll have to negotiate residuals into that. You guys are fucking awesome. Let me just say this. We're doing a comedy show, but I'm actually going to close on something really serious. So just let me wrap it up here by saying this. If anybody here is actually thinking about doing something as stupid as fucking huffing gas, I want you to know that you should get the 91 octane because it's a much cleaner high. Thanks, everybody. I'm Tim Pingel. That's my time.